I'm going to show you how to copy a segment. Here is the segment that we are going to be using, and here you can see the 2 points, A and B. First, draw a dot, and then that will be A prime. Then, take a straight edge and make a line that's bigger than the first line. Okay. Now, we're going to use the compass to measure points A and B on the original segment. Use the point of the compass and then the drawing part of the compass to measure that same thing. Oops, now let me set it. Okay, there we go. And then now you come down to the next line segment and use the compass to draw an intersecting arc. This arc will be the new point B, or B prime. Now we have the 2 segments, the copied one and the original, and the copied one is now the exact same length as the original.
So we're going to copy angle BAC. So first you just make a midpoint. That's going to be D. And you make them point into a line segment. And this can be E. Next, you're going to use your protractor and you're going to go like this. You're going to keep the same distance in between these two, and you go to your new line segment and do the exact same thing. Next, you're going to measure the distance in between these. And then you're going to come over here and do the exact same thing. Then you're going to use your straight edge. And make a line. And you've copied your angle.
I'm going to show you how to construct a square. First, draw a line, which can be at any length, doesn't really matter, doesn't affect it too much. Now, we will be bisecting this line by using our trusty compass, which mine is a little wonky, just going to tell you, so it's going to be kind of rough. But we're going to use each end, and we're going to go a little bit more than halfway. Okay, so then that's about, yeah, that's good. Now let me set my compass so that it hopefully does not move. There we go. Oops. And we make a little bit of a giant arc. That should be okay for now. And then we do the exact same on this side. Try to keep the compass about the same length, preferably. There. Okay, I didn't make this one long enough, but see, let's fix that. That's better. Alright. Now we're going to use our straight edge once again and use each intersection to make the line going down. Okay. Now these 2 lines should be perpendicular, meaning each angle is about 90 degrees. Sorry. Now, the intersections of the 2 lines will become the midpoint. So we're going to do the point of the compass here, and we're going to adjust the compass so that way it goes through each line when we make the circle. Let me center this in the screen a bit. Okay, there we go. Now here's the midpoint, and now again, compass is a little weird, so hopefully we can get this to work good. Alright. Now, just make yourself a circle. Oops. Things in the way of my circle. Make sure yeah, see, you got a little wonky in there. Compass is not. Okay. Now, with each little point that the circle touches, that is an intersection, and then that'll be out points for the square. Now, using the straight edge, we will connect each little point on this shape that we are making, which is a square. Sorry, I'll reach back in the camera. And for the last one. And there we go. We have a perfect square. A little rough around the edges because of the shape. But they should be about the same length when you measure with a compass. Yeah. So for the perfect square, you know you've got it, and you can use the compass, and it should be about the same length. That's good. Alright, sorry, that cut off, but see, these last two are indeed equal. So there you have a perfect square.
So we're going to be constructing an equilateral triangle. So the first thing you want to do is draw a straight line. This is going to be point A, and this is going to be point B. Next, we're going to draw a point over here. That's C. And then we're going to take our protractor, and we're just going to measure how long it is from point A to point B. So that's about right. And I'm going to come over here to C, and we're just going to draw arcs at the top over here and to the side over here. We're going to draw another point over here, and that's going to be D. And then we're going to keep the same width we did when we drew these arcs. And we're going to draw another arc from point D to the first arc, so they can bisect. Then we're going to take our straight edge, and we're going to draw a line from point C to D, and then from D to the bisecting arcs, or the crossing arcs, and then from the arcs to point C. And that's how you construct an equilateral triangle.